right, Cossack Crazies. Welcome back to another Monday night here at CC's Bar and Grill. This is the Sioux Valley Coaches Show. We're going to have some fun tonight. Girls basketball got fired up today, so their first practice today, so I thought it'd be a good idea to bring in some basketball personnel. We're going to have the head coach, Jamie Granham, here. Brooke Mathern, the assistant coach, or one of the assistant coaches, will be here as well. We'll just talk some basketball tonight. What we'll do before we get too far into anything is we do have to thank some sponsors. We'll go through some of the volleyball stuff that happened over the weekend, as all three classes have title holders once again. But our exclusive presenter for everything that we do here on Saul's Media, Bankstar Financial. With locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton, Bankstar provides big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home? Need a car loan? How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. Bankstar Financial, a proud sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and everything that we do here on Saul's Media. With us being kind of in the downtime, in between seasons, volleyball just finished up over the weekend. We've got football titles that are claimed as well. The cross country is done. Competitive cheer is done. Now we're just in this holding zone. So it was good to see that the girls basketball team got back into action today, their first practice today. So we're going to have a fun conversation about that. Just to close up volleyball before we move on too far, we do have three brand new title holders. If my score feed will open up, which is fun. Come on, let's go. On Saturday night, all three classes out in Rapid City claim their titles out there. For Class A, it was Dakota Valley. There we go. Dakota Valley, the number one seed in Class A. They get the 3-1 victory over Del Rapids, so congrats to the Panthers, this year's Class A volleyball champs. And Del Rapids gets the runner-up finish. In the third place game, it was Sioux Falls Christian, a 3-0 winner over Hamlin. Hamlin takes the 4. Clark Willow Lake, who was undefeated up until the last week of the season, lost to Hamlin twice in about a week and a half. And they win the consolation championship. They beat St. Thomas More 3-1. So Clark Willow Lake takes home a big trophy. And then it was Rapid City Christian, the 3-0 winner over Wagner. That takes 7th place out in Class A. In Class B, the unbelievable program that is the Chester Flyers, they claim another title. The Chester area Flyers, a 3-0 victory over the Warner Monarchs. Chester, congrats. Another state title for the volleyball squad. In their third place game, it was Northwestern, another fantastic program up by Aberdeen. I believe they're in Millette, if I remember right. They get a 3-0 win over Bennett County. Bennett County led by now sophomore and freshman O'Neill sisters. And there may be a third O'Neill in there somewhere. It's very possible. I'll have to look at their roster. Taking the consolation championship, it was Gayville Vollen beating Parkston, so congrats on the consolation. And then in a 5-set marathon, Harried-Selby area takes 7th place over Harding County, and that's how Class A finished up. In the AA ranks, it's Harrisburg. And, we talked a lot about Del Rapids, Dakota Valley, Chester, all those guys being fantastic at our level. Harrisburg might be the best team that we've seen in a while. Sioux Falls Christian involved with that as well. The Harrisburg Tigers, man, a 3-0 victory over O'Gorman. That was the 1-2 matchup in AA. They take home the title. Brandon Valley takes home 3rd. They get a 3-0 victory over the Watertown Arrows. And then the Consolation Championship, Sioux Falls Lincoln beating Washington in the afternoon time, 3-1, and then taking 7th place in Class A, Sioux Falls Jefferson over the Mitchell Colonels. And with that, Saturday, that concludes all of the fall action. So what we do here is we get back to what we do best, regroup, get the girls back on floors, and it was the first day of practice. So whoever wants to go first. Brooke, are we bringing you up first? Sure. All right, we'll do that. Let's do that. I'll have you sit in the old hot seat. Let me flatten that out for you. You can put that on right there. We'll get the microphone in front of you. Hi, Brooke. Can you hear me over there?
You bet.
Hi there.
Hello.
First practice today.
We've had 2 today, yeah.
Is it good to be back on the court?
It's wonderful. Yeah. It's been really great just to get on a court and be able to work with the girls and get everything started for the year.
Yeah. Brooke Mathern joins us. He one of the assistant coaches for Sioux Valley basketball. What have you been doing? You don't teach, right? You have a job outside of Sioux Valley, so you're just working and just getting ready for basketball then,
yeah,
right?
Working, getting ready, I have 2 children that also play sports, so I've been following them around with different things, and just getting ready for the season, getting ready to coach a great group, a big group, which is wonderful to see all the girls and have them excited about playing for Sioux Valley basketball this year.
Well, I'm excited to call the games.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, we had a fantastic senior leave us last year.
Yes.
But the team is loaded with talent once again.
Yes.
For you as an assistant, you work with these girls all the time, just not in the head position role. But in the workings that you do, is it more on the perimeter that you do? Is it in the post? Is it a little bit of both? What do you specialize in as far as an assistant coach goes?
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. It's kind of wherever, Coach Granum needs me to kind of step in. We work on all kinds of different aspects, and there's certain times that he wants to focus on something that he's seen, or I've asked to step in and help with something that I've seen on, I played a guard, so I understand it a little bit better. Coach Hope, Leah, she actually played collegiately, played post and stuff as well, and a little bit of the forward position. So she takes a lot of that type of role and a lot of that help. But we kind of cross all over the place. Yeah. So it's a really good coaching crew working together with that side of things that we've all can cross and mix and help where needed.
You're on the JV side of things as well, right? You're the...
Yes. Yep. I head up our JV program, and work with all of those girls, which is everyone from, we've got some really fun incoming freshmen this year, and then we've got a couple of sophomores that'll come back and play for us. Yeah. I don't think we'll have any juniors this year, so we'll be young, which is really fun to see that they're coming up and watch them build into the program a little bit more. So.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Well, it's part of the fun of JV. I mean, you kind of get rid of them a little faster than what the varsity side does.
Right.
But it means they're moving on. They're getting better and they're ready for the next level.
Yep,
so that's
just
good.
getting them ready for Coach Granum. It's kind of my whole role, I think, in some of this, and making sure that they're enjoying and learning how to play the sport, and learning to really fall in love with some of the different aspects, and just be around the team, learning how to be a great teammate, and some of them be great leaders, and, different aspects that I can help them out with some of that.
Yeah. We had a fantastic run last year, all sorts of fun. We go all the way out to Spearfish, bring home a consolation championship. We say goodbye to Kira Cruz, but this year's crew, plenty of talent to go around. Yes. It's the rebounding issue, I think, is what we're going to try to replace. And I don't know if that's the right word, but it may be like a committee type of thing as far as the varsity side of things. Plenty of talent on this squad, though. I think you're going to have a lot of fun this year just working with these girls and getting them into that role.
Yeah, definitely. We have done, already started just constantly working on the different aspects, but rebounding is definitely one of them. We do have Skylar Knutson who comes in. Yep. She played a lot of minutes last year. I think we'll see her do some really great things on the glass for us this year. And then, watching Kaylee Craddock grow in, she's going from a sophomore to a junior and playing all summer and picking up different roles there. We'll see some of that as well. And then our guards are doing a great job of, crashing the boards and finding those loose balls and going after some things. They've got some gumption, and they really try to get in there and get some physicality in the paint, and even on the perimeter, trying to make sure that they get after that ball.
Yeah, they defend, they rebound, and then they shoot threes. That's what they do at the guard position. Talia finished her season last year with 100 makes on the season. Mars did a little bit of everything, and then Liberty, who's in the building today, also does just a little bit of everything. I mean, it's hard to be a champion of one part of your game when you're so good at all the parts, and that's kind of what all three of those guards have.
Yeah, they do a great job of finding each other and seeing everything in the court. The IQ of our varsity team, as far as basketball IQ and court IQ, I just love watching what they're able to do and how they're able to do it. They know how to pass the ball, move it really well. They know when it's the right time to take shots, when it's the right time to be a creator and to create things for their teammates. They get along on and off the court. It's just a really fun and great group to be around.
We will have the Siston Redmen come to town. That is the 11th. So that is, I'm not going to do math, 2 weeks away, right? Roughly 2 weeks.
Yep, just over 2 weeks. Yep, 2.5. Yep.
Now, it was Siston that we started with last year. We went up to Siston to do that. So it's nice that they're coming here on that Tuesday. But I guess I don't know much about Siston this year. They had a very good center last year, but I think she's at USF or Augustana, one of those.
She's starting for USF
There
now,
you go.
So,
yeah.
yep.
I know she had a younger sister as well, but just not as talented as what Krista was.
Yep, we saw her on the JV squad last year.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's grown throughout the year and stuff as well, Sailor. And so we'll get to see her and what she's, kind of figured out with how she plays and stuff. So it'll be interesting to play them. I think it's a doubleheader at home. So it'll be both boys and girls that night.
Yeah.
Last year it was girls only. So it'll be kind of fun to have them and host them at Kazakh Center.
Yeah, there's several doubleheaders, which is going to be a lot of fun, actually.
Yes,
it makes
is.
my job a little bit easier
It's
getting
so
two
fun,
games
yes.
at one time. It's fun. We've added a banner, so that'll be
I
on the
see
front
that.
of
It looks
the
great.
table. I don't know. We'll see how well that gets received.
Right.
But, just like the basketball team, it's bigger, it's better, it's more. Is there a theme to the team this year?
There is.
Of, a better today or something. I don't know. There's got to be something that you guys do.
Yeah, Jamie's done a really good job of making sure that we kind of always have something that we strive for, something that we move forward. And so I think he's kind of picked the terms run, flow, disrupt as kind of just little key points that we really want to try and focus on and find some different things. And those are great words that really help explain how our team is and what we're able to do. So we just want to, run the court, flow really well into what we do and, cause some disruption. So, yeah, we're really excited for all of that to come together in exactly the picture that he's putting in front of us.
Those three words, they work for the
They
squad.
work. Yeah.
They can run. Last year it was Kira that would take rebounds in the paint and then just take off. Kaylee has that same ability,
Yes.
but then there's three guards that we've already talked about
Yep.
that have that ability at the same time. Yeah, run, flow, disrupt. We'll do that on defense as well. I'm very excited about this squad.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, very excited for our season.
Yeah. And it was good to get a practice today. So
Yes.
practice went well. No one's injured. No one
Nope.
did anything weirdo today.
Nope.
Good.
Nope. 2 practices in. We'll just continue to keep moving forward.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that.
It's awesome. Yes, continuing to grow.
Practice again tomorrow then, I would imagine. Wednesday probably as well. Or
Yes.
does school get out early? Do you have to do anything? It's Thanksgiving weekend. Isn't it?
Right. Yeah, they have school today and tomorrow, and then they're off on Wednesday. We do have a morning practice on Wednesday, and then we'll give them some time with family and come back in on Friday and continue to work with the girls on what they are learning. Just continue to grow.
And don't eat too much turkey that you can't move over the weekend.
Right. That's a real thing.
Yeah. Wednesday morning. Maybe I'll come over Wednesday morning. That's an off day for me as well.
Sounds
so
wonderful. 8 a.m.
I got to bring some cheese over. There's things. I mean, we're missing some stuff here.
Yeah, right.
I missed you guys. Once football got done and volleyball got done, I just had this break, and I'm not used to that.
We don't want you to have breaks.
No. And no, I've just been bored.
Yeah.
So
we had great fall seasons for all of our sports, from the cross country doing well in what they did, and just congratulations to all those athletes from volleyball, football, cross country, cheer had another outstanding year.
19 straight titles.
Oh, it's incredible to watch those girls and what they're capable of doing. It's amazing. Those people. I could never imagine doing it. They are so strong.
I went up to Watertown for their state meet, I guess if you want to call it, their state competition. Their routine is so much louder and so much more boisterous than anything else that they... 19 straight titles, man. Coach King
incredible. She's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yes, she is. So, it's just as nice of a person off the court or off the mat as she is on. So, yeah, she's a great asset to Sioux Valley athletics. There's no doubt.
Well, we get done with a nice fall, and now we move into our winter sports, so I'm glad the basketball's back. I can't wait to get back on the sidelines with you guys.
Thank you.
Top of the bleachers. You can find me up there, no problems.
We're happy to have you back, Salzy.
We'll do the same thing. So it'll be post-game shows. We'll have fun doing this every Monday night.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun calling everything for you guys.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you.
I'll take those headsets from you so
got
don't
it.
walk off of those.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Brooke. We're going to thank a couple more sponsors as the head coach is going to wander up here. We are obviously here at CC's Bar and Grill. The special on Mondays, if you come down and see the show, $6.50 cheeseburgers. That's the deal on Monday nights. So CC's always doing a great job, and thank you for being a sponsor of this show. We had to find a way to do it every week, and to do that, we have to do it in the evening because it has to go outside of my work schedule. Yeah, you can come on up, man. grab a chair. You can go through the sponsors here with me as well. Or flip that around, though. Flip that around there. You should be a seasoned veteran of this by now. Jamie Brown, head coach. He's going to help me with sponsors here right now. CC's Bar and Grill doing this every Monday. Thank you, Cade and friends and family, and one of your players as well. That's family of this. So unbelievable that they let us just kind of set up and take over the place every Monday.
Yeah, we had a retreat retreat last night here with a parent player get together with some activities, and we have a lot of newcomers this year. So back to the shout out for CC's. Super nice of them to let us have this facility.
$6.50 burgers every time we come down here on Monday, so enjoy that. I don't know what you can hear in the background, but it's always recorded, so just come down and have a good time. Bell Brand's my employer, another great sponsor, another Sioux Valley fan, really. They're a fantastic sponsor we have. You can see some of the other logos that are in the corner of the screen there. We're going to adjust what our scoreboard looks like as well. There's plans in the works. Okay. Not only to have just the 6 up there, but we can run 25 of them if we need to. That'll just kind of roll in a loop, so very excited about that. We'll see how that goes here in the next week or so. Advantage Land Company, another fantastic real estate and auction business in Brookings. They're a proud sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics, your basketball team at the same time, man. Yep. We got a lot of sponsors. We'll go through the rest as we go through this. Jamie Grannon, man. How are you?
Very good. Very good.
Haven't seen you in a while, but you've been busy enough through the summertime. You're busy enough through the fall, and now you're back.
One of the best days of the year is kind of opening practice, and just love being around the team we have, and I don't want to sound like Twitter, where you hear every other tweet about how blessed and fortunate, and
right.
but truly just grateful, thankful. We were talking earlier just as a coaching staff just about how the core group of kids we have back.
Yeah.
Liberty's out there right now, and just like the great kids and the kids that want to be in the gym, makes a difference.
Absolutely.
It really makes a difference. And I think to experience that, you've had to experience the other end of that, and it makes it makes it more special.
Sure.
When we have that. So doing well. Excited for this day.
Yeah.
To get here and kind of be back in the gym. I've always felt South Dakota plays too few games, and we start too late.
Okay.
That's what I've always felt. I've always felt we just, our seasons are too short. You hear all the time about the sport of basketball. You'll hear some people say it's a marathon. I always feel it's just a sprint.
Yeah.
Like
20 games, all you get, man.
It's just 20... a sprint, and you put a 4-day moratorium in there, and I don't know, just some different things that we've had to deal with. That obviously, as a lover of basketball, hey, I just want to play.
We've talked about it quite a bit through last year, and then on the radio the year before that. But, once we get into basketball season, you're trying to feel yourself out through December, making sure all the pieces are coming together. And then what you're talking about, January, February, just goes by so quickly. So I can understand wanting more games. Let's get some more games. Get your petition put together.
And it's, you go forward with that, and you start to compare records of different states and stuff like that. Well,
sure. If
South Dakota is on a 20-game schedule and we're comparing it to a 25-game schedule from the state of Minnesota or whatever that is, it just makes everything different. And I don't know why that's not similar in all the states.
Yeah. There's an activity association that can answer that for us.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have that.
I don't know how I got into that. I don't know how I got into that. I'm not even disgruntled about it. I just got into it. So.
It's good to have you guys back.
I'm just excited to be back.
Day one for you guys, first practice today. According to Brooke, it went pretty well. So
it did.
Just good to be back on the floor, man.
Yeah. Seeing it come together, year 2 of our defensive system in place. Mm-hmm. Year 3 of our offense. Brooke talked a little bit about run, flow, disrupt, and we felt a year ago we were the fastest, best transition team in Class A basketball,
right.
And we feel we can get even and play even faster this year. So that's one of our things that's on the top of our list. Super simple, keep it simple. And then the flow part comes into and I've said this a few times today with just terminology and stuff like that. We want the ball to flow like water. We don't want kids holding it. We want to make faster decisions. Yeah. the mistake or the worst decision you can make is not making a decision. So that's the flow part of it, and then the disrupt part of it is we want to be more disruptive on defense.
Okay.
And a lot of times that just starts with a mentality of that, and probably coach driven first.
Sure.
And then it becomes about scheme and different things like that. But we feel defensively we will be a disruptive team. Especially with our guard play out front, and we've got Skylar Knutson in size. She's tall and long, and affects some shots at the rim, and so excited to see that piece come together with Kira graduating, playing at Midland.
She should be a Mount Rushmore piece of girls basketball history in Sioux Valley.
We talked a little bit about her voice. Her voice will be missed, and especially on the court. She directed us defensively on the court. So we're going to miss that. And we're going to ask some of our players to step up and have that voice. So it's going to be a challenge.
When it comes to the disruptive part of those three words you put out there, it's defense. Is it tougher to get the kids to buy into that? Is that like a piece of the puzzle that you really have to harp on the kids to do? Or is it different with this group just because they played together for so long?
Yeah, well, again, you go back to the group we have now is they're so bought into the sport of basketball. Yeah, you go back to Kira, and one of the things on the top of my list is, okay, Kira Cruz was 10.5 points a game, 7-8 rebounds a game, and you look at those statistics and you think, okay, I think we can probably fill that hole. The thing with Kira and what she brought is, she brought. She probably played 1,500 games in her career between AAU and youth basketball, and you just don't get that overnight. And it's a big thing why we promote and preach and talk about playing summer basketball.
Sure.
And if the kids are going to play summer basketball, I'm going to coach summer basketball, because those two things I don't think connect very well.
Okay.
I can't tell them to go out and play all this basketball, and here
and
I am.
You not do it.
Here I am sitting at home, but I think it's an important step for a young person to get all those extra games. And when you watch us play, you talk about Liberty. She's played every summer.
Yeah.
And you're getting 30 plus games in the summer, and you're going to open gyms, and you're going to team camps, and so we do have a hole there to fill with the cumulative games that Kira's played and the experience that Kira had.
Sure.
So, but I'm excited for what I saw on day one, and I think every coach in the state is always excited on day one.
Well, you have to be. Of course you do.
So yeah, we're in the same boat.
When we think about, you're talking about roles that need to be filled or something like that, and the teams that we're seeing on this list, they all have the same thing. There's seniors that leave every program every year. It happens every school every year. A lot of the teams that we'll face, and then also trying to be faced maybe in a postseason type thing, they all have fantastic players that left as well. So
correct.
Everybody deals with it, and I guess it would be just up to the girls someone just makes the decision. All right, this part I'm going to do. You can do that part. Defensively, we all have to do it. And is that something you can try to teach them or try to ingrain into them?
It is. Just saw kind of throughout the summer where Italia Vincent, her leadership. And I think we throw around the word leadership a lot, as and these are young women, and we throw this leader title at them, and we talk about just today we talked about just being a great teammate doesn't end. You're always a great teammate. Don't just be a great teammate when things are going well. And Talia is so level-headed. She's not going to get too high, not too low.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that makes Talia to me a great leader, she's so likable.
Yeah.
Like she's just
That
so
helps.
likable as a person.
Right.
Take away the talent she has on the basketball court, person you want to be around and in your locker room. That's going to talk positively. So person first, first class.
Yeah.
And then she's super talented. Her ability to shoot, and we've challenged her this year. I've challenged her this year to. I want her to become more aggressive. I want her to become more physical, and it's not because she can't. I just think it's going to. That's probably more on the coaches to put her in those positions. So she's capable of being a really good defender. We've toyed with the idea of putting her kind of out front in Amari's role from a year ago, kind of directing where we want the ball to go on the court. And today she took that, and she was right away when I visited with her about it. She was like, "Yeah, I mean, I want to do that." She'll do whatever it takes to win. And
well, that helps.
I think of you talk about our team and you talk about some of the leaders in Liberty and Kaylee. Whatever it takes to win basketball games. Yeah. And I love that. Quick story about Emily Fox playing at SDSU.
Sure.
Mike Fox, her dad, were playing all Iowa Attack in the summertime a couple of summers ago. Emily took 2 to 3 shots in this game.
Okay.
We ended up winning the basketball game. Big win for our program to beat one of the best teams in the nation, actually, at the time.
Okay.
And Emily Fox's dad, I was kind of almost like apologizing to him, like God, we got to get more shot. I thought maybe at parent party would be, and his response I've used with our players, with our coaches about, Jamie, Emily just wants to win basketball games.
Yeah, there you go.
And the stats and when I think of our kids, a Liberty, a Kaylee, a Talia, and Amari.
Yep.
I just want to win basketball games. How we get there,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I just want to win basketball games when we're competing. And part of it is the competitiveness that they have, and they've shown in other sports,
yep.
But they love the sport of basketball, and you can see it, feel it, sense it. It's that I don't know what it looks like, but you know it when you see it type analogy. So
right.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we see it in the other sports. Mars, she's a state champion in competitive cheer now. She's got a title. Much like a lot of girls at Sioux Valley.
Amari,
yeah,
in practice today, not a special player, did a backflip, landed on her feet, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Well, we'll look for that in the games then.
Like,
I don't know what play that is going to.
It won't be called a set or anything, but if it doesn't work out in basketball, we could see her.
Well, she's multi-talented, man.
She is. She's a really good athlete.
Another one of your incredible individuals on the squad.
She
and,
is.
It's going to be so fun
super
to call
disruptive. Super disruptive. It's the word disrupt that fits Amari. So.
Talk about the summertime. You talked a little bit about coaching some of the destinations you guys went to. You had Kaylee on your team, right?
Yep.
Did you have another Sioux Valley?
Nope. Kaylee was the Kazakh on the team. It was a 16U.
Yeah.
We competed in the Power 24.
Okay.
We played, for example, a basketball fan out there listening, Jason Kidd sponsored a team, watched our game. He's got Jason Kidd Select.
Okay.
We ended up beating his team the last live period by 3.
He's never going to talk to you again. You can't beat his team.
I never actually did talk to him, but he was watching the game, so that's a name drop, I guess.
It is, yeah. Very much.
We played in Dallas. We played in Louisville a couple of times. High-level competition. Our starting 5 on that 16U team is they're all D1 players.
Right.
So it's a whole new just a whole new way to look at the dedication, commitment. And then at the end of the day in basketball, you can have all that stuff, but being 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1", the sport of basketball is length and size, and we always say it's a big person sport in a way.
Of course,
and it gets you so much respect for someone on the shorter side of things, maximizing their ability and working that hard.
Right.
Because sometimes a game can become just kind of easy for you. A player, our top player, Melina Snoozy, that goes to Bishop Heelan, she's been offered by Iowa State,
a lot
Nebraska.
I think I have her on Twitter somewhere. She's
all the Summit League, extremely talented, long guard. She is. She's a game changer.
Another one that you've seen through the Sanford system, Ashlyn Copel, she made her decision.
Yes.
She's going to head down to Nebraska, play for Amy Williams down there. I think she'll fit in very well with Nebraska down there.
She will. She'd fit in with any program, but
she's
single-handedly.
I think for her, though, that fit works at Nebraska. They're going to use every resource they have to make her successful down there.
And just so versatile.
Yeah.
You look at Kaylee Croddick for our team, just how versatile those players are that are 5'11", can kind of play inside, outside. Makes your team hard to guard.
I've been rewatching a lot of the fun games from last year, including all three of them at the state tournament. And we bring up Ashlyn Copel because that was the consolation semifinal where you saw Ashlyn play in the paint. Yeah. And then they would change to like a pressure zone in the half court. She was at the top of that at 6'3".
Right.
Kaylee can do these same things. She's very similar sized. Speed-wise, she's good. She can defend as well. I don't know if those are the kind of tools you're talking about, but when you get to these athletic girls that you're talking about that you see through the summertime, you can bring that to the court here. Kaylee is going to have a fantastic year this year because I think she developed a lot more of those tools that she had as a sophomore, as a freshman. Now we get to see her at the junior level.
Agree. She's so long, and in the AAU side of things, everybody's 5'10", 5'11", 6
They're all that way,
point guards, and I mean it's a big person's game at that level.
Right.
The Ashlyn Copel game at Wagner. We felt, kind of, just to backtrack into that game a little bit, talking about her. We felt, we've watched enough of Ashlyn where at the very beginning of that game, Ashlyn was hurting us inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's hard to do over the course of a 32-minute game, and we kind of felt Ashlyn would get out of the paint. And as you saw that game go along, she started just like, this is getting old. I'm getting double-teamed, triple-teamed, and now I'm going to start to creep out to the three-point. And that's where we felt, hey, we can win the game then.
Yeah.
Because if they keep feeding it to her inside, we're either going to get into but over the course of the game, it was just kind of like we wore on her to where now she no longer had that interest going inside. So credit to our kids, just following everything. And
I'll keep releasing those games, by the way, all the fun big games that we had from last season. Awesome. I'll keep putting them on Twitter, onto Facebook. It's all a push to get you to YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
And once you do that, then you can see all of them up there. But the 3 games that we did at the state tournament last year, Kira Cruz goes double each game out there. But it was also fantastic guard play by all 3 of the guards we've already mentioned. Skylar Knutson will now take on kind of a bigger role in your squad.
And it's weird with our system and our style. I think maybe on the outside it would be like, God, you guys need to change some things, and we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
And as Skylar's gonna be transition wise, we're our own outlet. Meaning, if you get the rebound, you've got the license to drive the car, and that's what we're giving with Skylar until she tells us she can't do that.
Okay.
And that's part of our job, I think, as coaches. Skill development is an important part of our practice program. If you commit to Sioux Valley basketball, you're going to get better.
Yeah.
And that decision will go back to them. The people we've talked about, Liberty, Kaylee's, Talia, they've committed, and good things happen. Just as a player and as a person, when you decide to commit to something, there's too many. I don't know. I'm just looking on the outside sometimes, and I see, we're a quarter in here, then we're going to be half in here, and then another quarter in here, and people call that diversification or well-roundedness, and some of these guys, I don't think, get enough credit for their commitment and what they've given, Sioux Valley girls basketball, because ultimately it's a team sport, and not one of these guys are having the success without the other ones making that same commitment. Just stuff you've talked about.
But they all understand it at the same time, which is, that's why they've played together as long as they have. That's why they do the summertime things. That's why they play volleyball well together and in track in the spring.
For sure.
They love being around each other, and they all love basketball, and it shows when they play together on a basketball floor that they actually do just absolutely love each other.
Like-minded people, and good people to be around. We've had some teams where, you bring in 9 newcomers like we're bringing in, and you don't have the leadership in place at the top. It can be a wreck to start with. We went into this season with the leadership we have that we're very comfortable in the locker room, comfortable on the floor.
Yep.
Heard Liberty today at practice. They were in a line talking to a freshman about the rotations of a certain drill.
Right.
Then a little bit like, hey, that's stuff we haven't seen every year at Sioux Valley girls side.
Right.
And we're seeing some of that with these guys. So makes it fun. Just makes it more fun. When you have some buy-in.
The buy-in matters, of course.
Commitment, and commitment's a big word, and I don't think it's talked about enough. any successful program, you talked about the cheer team. And you had Casey up here, and probably one of the biggest things she'd say is commitment.
Yeah.
Your program here, you're committed to it. You could have closed the door, shut the mics off early when things go bad, but the commitment we have.
I made a banner. Now we have to do it.
True.
We have to keep going.
Well, when the banner gets bigger, that banner will keep growing. I'm guessing.
It has
It'll
to
be a 8x8 banner someday.
This one got put together quickly. We gotta. There'll be more that gets added.
Looks sharp.
Yeah.
Looks sharp.
It's a little over 2 weeks, December 11th officially, and I think that is a doubleheader that night. I think the boys play that night as well.
Yep, Sisseton's coming to Sioux Valley.
We'll follow that up a couple days later. Another doubleheader, Clark Willow Lake coming to town.
Tough Clark, a tough Clark Willow Lake team.
Sisseton not in our region. Clark Willow Lake is. How much have you looked into what the region's going to look like? Is that been part of your preps going into this season, or does that kind of happen as we go through the season?
I'm all over it, except for our first few days as far as our stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty aware of the teams, the talent, the players, in our region, the familiar.
Yep.
If I don't know, we talk about this as a staff, talk about it as a team. If you'd have told us a year ago after we left Sisseton that we'd finish where we were at,
21 wins.
you would have never believed what happened at Sisseton.
Right.
And the little bit of a wreck we had at Sisseton. We had, some stuff unknown, and at the time, we had some anger in the locker room.
Sure.
We had tears. We had hurt feelings. We had, I don't know it for a fact, we probably had some hurt parents. All the expectations were pretty high. Mm-hmm. Again, good leadership, good kids, good people. They bounce back.
Yeah.
They come back. They didn't. They understand life. They really do for young people. And
they didn't leave each other.
No. And
they still had each other, and that's what they kind of leaned into. You can see that the rest of the season. That
so
they all knew that they were better than that night.
Yeah.
And they were probably just as good as what that Sisseton team was. It's just that.
For sure.
It was the first night out, and that's the way it goes.
For sure.
It was a learning opportunity.
Yeah, and I look at that, and we didn't abandon anything.
Yeah.
After that.
Right.
We just stuck to what we were doing. Mm-hmm. We felt confident about it. Probably in my younger years, I would have tried to change some things or look at things differently. And then that's the belief part of just believing in what you do.
Yeah.
Believing in how you call games, believing in our team and our players and our systems of play. Many ways to win a basketball game.
Well, it was another learning experience for you at the same time. It sounds like.
For sure.
How you approach, how you prepare, how you get him on the court and talk about him at halftime, and all those things. Yeah.
As you know, and I know, and I'm always asking our coaches, is there a better way to do things?
Yeah.
And I think if you get stuck in that mindset of, well, this is what we're going to do because I did this 8 years ago.
Right.
Well, the whole team is different than 8 years ago. The buy-in, the commitment, the talent, all that stuff is different. So, always trying to find better ways, but also not, there's there is a line there too of just changing for no reason.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. It
Awesome.
was so fun
Glad
to
to
do all of those games last year. The run through the region play. Sodex 16 was just down in Madison. That was fantastic. A good Miller squad that just forgot how to shoot it for times, and then they had to deal with our defense at the same moment. It was fun.
They did. I'm giving credit to our defense that night.
Yeah.
But yes, you are right. Sometimes, I think it was Coach Vincent would tell me that you just sometimes you need a little luck too, right? Let's not say that this is all talent and it's coaching. It's like, there was a great line I listened to the other night, and it said, you don't find Hall of Fame coaches without Hall of Fame players, and that's so true.
Sure.
You got to have the talent, you got to have the players, and we're lucky right now at Sioux Valley to have some really good girls basketball players.
Yeah, another fantastic year, man. As the expectations go up, as always, but I'm just looking forward to cheering to them.
Good.
I really am. Being at the
Glad
top of
to
the
have
bleachers,
I
being
hope,
around the whole time, man,
yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun. December 11th, First game out, Siston, a doubleheader. The boys play that night, too. The 13th is a couple days after that. That's a Thursday. Clarkwell Lake coming to town. We get to start at home.
We do.
I like that.
It is nice.
Let's do that.
I like our schedule.
Let's
I like
just
our
play
run.
at home. I don't want to go on the road.
Our run. Yeah.
The internet works at home. Everything works at home. Let's just do it.
It's comfortable, right?
We'll go through a lot of the rest of the schedule. There's a hometown classic we get to talk about. We'll talk about the Entringer down the road at the same time, a fantastic event. And then just kind of the rest of the schedule. There's the Roundball Classic that'll be at the Cossack Center in, looks like the end of January. And then February is kind of that push. Yeah. What you learn, what you take, you just take it into the last games of the season and see where it takes you. And
not to look too far ahead, but at the end of our schedule there, we have a Sioux Falls Christian in Dakota Valley. We get a couple of home games with some down DAC 12 type schools.
Dakota Valley's coming here. Did you add Sioux Falls Christian?
Yeah, we did. Sioux Falls Christian is one of the last classic there.
We need an update
then
for sure.
Exciting. Couple of the top teams in Class A are coming to Sioux Valley. So
Dakota Valley, another fantastic game that we played on the road last year. Yeah. Had a lead against that team. It was a 16 3-point made shot type of team effort last year. Yeah. Had them on the ropes.
Yep, we did.
That's how good that Dakota Valley team is.
Extremely talented.
Some of those girls just won a volleyball title, man. So
extremely talented.
They're
extremely
good. They're
talented
big.
At the guard play.
Speaking of long, and they're young at the same time, right? Yeah. Are they still a young squad down at Dakota Valley?
They graduated a couple of their post players, but they bring back a couple of
they had freshmen
really
on that squad.
Nice guards.
They were unbelievable last year.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm confident in our group.
That's down the road.
Them again.
We'll worry about Dakota Valley down the road. We'll worry about Sioux Falls Christian down the road, man.
For sure.
For sure. It's Siston first up. We'll do that
for sure.
You guys have practice tomorrow night after school, correct?
Yep, we're gonna do
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, we had 2 today. We had one in the morning, one after school. Tomorrow we're gonna have another one in the morning, one after school. On Wednesday, and on Wednesday we're gonna practice at 8 a.m. There's no school, and then we're gonna give them off until Friday night at 6.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come back with a pair of practices on Saturday.
Okay.
So we want to go long and strong this first week.
Sure. Yeah.
Get their legs underneath of them. At our retreat last night, we talked about just the number one thing on basketball is it requires physical activity, and that's part of the process of just getting yourself in basketball shape. It's unlike any other shape. You can run cross country, you can play volleyball, you can play cheer. Basketball shape is unlike any shape that any of us have ever been into. It's a different conditioning for basketball.
Yeah.
So we've got to build to that, and then manage that too.
Right.
So we don't have stress injuries or know when to end practice. And I think I've gotten better at that. Where a practice like tonight, I one of the years I know I'd push to 7 o'clock in a 3-hour practice, and I look back on that and just how foolish I was. Like really, I can't get that stuff done in a couple of hours. So that's more coaching, than it is showing them how tough this is. So we're just all making progress.
We are, yeah.
So
me too, dude. So yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep, it is.
Thanks for coming
Appreciate
on the show,
it.
dude.
Appreciate
good to see you. It's
Yep.
going to be back at the table with you. We're going to do this all season long.
Thanks for having me. Welcome to come to any practices. You know that. I sent you that message.
Yeah, I'll be there on Wednesday.
Would love to see you in the gym. Pop in, take a look, get to know our kids. I think it helps you call a better game.
Oh, absolutely.
The more you know our kids. Do you have time to talk to Liberty about the first day?
Sure. Does Liberty want to? She doesn't seem like she wants to come on at all. She's laughing. She just fell to the floor, dude. I don't know, man. Okay. You've been nominated, Liberty Treekstead. LT. Nothing but smiles at the tables back there. Hi, Liberty. This will be easy, okay? Hi there.
Hi.
Nominated by your coach. That's fun.
Yep. It's okay.
First day of practice for you?
Yeah.
It went well, is what I'm hearing. So
yes.
There's obviously a lot of learning to do, a lot of roles to fill, but today was just day one.
Yeah.
You feel pretty good about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're coming off a pretty good volleyball season at the same time. Are you still, in shape? What did you do in the time off from volleyball to basketball? Last year you didn't get any time off.
Yeah. I guess I went out to Rapid to watch state volleyball, so I kind of just pretty much the same as last year. Just.
How was it out there?
It was good. Yeah. Fun to watch them, but.
Pretty good talent out there.
Yeah.
Those 3 teams that won everything are I don't know if I've ever seen anything like Harrisburg does.
Oh yeah,
That's
they're insane.
incredible.
Yeah.
And they've got plenty of Division I athletes that are going all over the place. I think the Del Rapids girl is going to Oregon.
Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Her
crazy.
brother is the quarterback at SDSU. Pretty
They're
amazing.
very
Those
athletic.
teams are good. Those programs are fantastic.
Yes. Yeah.
Where did you stay out there? Hotel? Favorite hotel?
Yeah, we stayed at a hotel with
Yeah.
like all the coaches since
Okay.
Jill was with us. So.
Well, dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Trouble everywhere you go.
Yes. Yeah.
Any pool stories? One of the fun things we did from the Spearfish trip was everyone's jumping in pools. Everyone's doing craziness down the hallways.
We were pretty low.
More subdued
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to be back though. Basketball
Yes.
for you. You love basketball. So tell me about your summertime travels. The Sanford teams that you were on. Where did you go? Where was the farthest place that you went to?
We went to Chicago.
Okay.
We finally went to Chicago this year, which was really fun. Yeah, it was kind of just like towards our like last competitive like tournament. So that was fun to do it with all like, and we're starting to get my team. We played 2 years together now.
Yeah.
So we're starting to get like really close, and like it was really fun to like share the ball and just like know each other.
How were the text messages back and forth? You guys still texting right now? Or?
Oh yeah, yeah. I still talk to some of them. Yep, we're friends. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. We're
When
really
you-
close.
When you went to Chicago, where do you play in Chicago? You're not like at the United Center or anything like that, are you?
Oh no, I honestly couldn't tell you the building we were in, but
Something Sanford-ish,
Yeah.
Pentagon-ish.
it was huge. There
Okay.
was like there was like 3 floors.
Yeah.
There was like 10, 20 courts on it. So
Boy.
yeah, it was big.
So they have a complex right there.
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's cool though. Chicago. Where else did you go over the summer?
We went to Minneapolis a couple times.
Yeah.
Went to Des Moines.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of just same places.
When you go to Minneapolis, where do you play there? They have another similar. type of-
We go to some high schools like Jefferson, Kennedy. We go there.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on the tournament. Some tournaments don't host those like in high schools, so
How big are those high schools?
they're big. Yeah. Yep. There's like three courts in each gym.
Yeesh.
So 3-4 courts. Yeah.
Slightly larger than Sioux Valley.
Oh yeah.
But
They're big.
still incredible experiences for you, though. I mean, just playing with that team, what do you take from those? Is there learning things you take from those teammates?
Yeah, because like since we're both on different teams, we all know different things. So
Yeah.
it's just like kind of like learning through things and just like, oh, you do this, okay, I'll try it, and then I do this, and like they'll try it. So it's just yeah, it's fun learning from each other.
Okay. Well, I'll let you go. We had to talk you into getting on a microphone. We'll keep doing the post-game shows. You did that through the volleyball season. We'll
Yep.
do that. We'll bring your coaches on. It's good to be back on a basketball floor. I can't
Yes.
wait. 2 weeks can't go fast enough. Let's get these
Let's
2 weeks
go.
done quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a
I'm
good
excited.
Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Liberty Trigstead LT joining us. Another fun member of the squad, and she is ready to go as well. High fives all around back there. We got to start to turn this into some sort of show for everyone that's out there, but we'll worry about that later. Another new sponsor that we have, Kraft Chop House and Lounge. Thank you to Kraft for being a sponsor of this. Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck, they're back. Subway of Volga will be our player of the game sponsor for the boys' side. Tropical Smoothie, our player of the game sponsor on the girls' side. And Back Alley Meats, man, the fantastic butcher shop right here in downtown Volga, another great sponsor. Langland Trucking, Jimmy John's, the Man Cave Barbershop, all fantastic sponsors. There's more coming. This is absolutely amazing that we're actually doing this. And now we have a banner, so it's something. That's going to do it for Monday night. We went through about 49 minutes. Try to keep it to an hour on Mondays just so everyone can get in and out and back to school and, homework done and everything else. But I can't wait, man. Basketball is back. It's going to be a lot of fun. After the Thanksgiving weekend, we'll try to talk to the boys' side of things. Their practices will start up next Monday. So we'll get Bill Vincent and some of the boys in here and talk to those guys. That's going to do it for Monday. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Travel safe. Be safe. Enjoy the turkey and the fixins and everything else. But basketball's back, man. It's going to be fantastic. So thank you for watching, everybody. This is Jason Salzman on Salz Media right here on YouTube. Subscribe if you can. Doesn't cost you anything, and it gets us to some milestones that we're trying to approach. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Basketball's back. We'll see you the Monday after Thanksgiving. Have a good holiday weekend, and we'll see you in a week.